With over 37,000 students from around the globe, Virginia Tech's diverse and active student body is at the heart of its thriving academic community. In order to shape tomorrow's leaders, this documentary explores how Virginia Tech, which provides more than 230 academic programs, fosters a dynamic environment for intellectual growth and intercultural exchange. This inspired us to create the Blacksburg Mosaic, a documentary breaking down individual stories and experiences of international students.
Where are you from and what drew you to Virginia Tech?
I'm from Singapore, and what drew me to Virginia Tech was the aerospace program. It's pretty well known, and that's what I'm studying. And I wanted to go to a school which was good at it, which is why I'm here.
I'm from Spain, Madrid specifically, and I always wanted to do aerospace engineer. And the US is like a good place to study aerospace engineering. And from the schools that I applied to, Virginia Tech was like the most recognized and biggest school that accepted me.
I didn't really know what to expect of tech because I know that it was kind of in the countryside and it was a bit more quiet.
I think from outside of the US, what you expect from like the US colleges is like what you see in the movies. But when I got here, the frats are like different than what they show you in the movies. And the college life is not that fascinating as they show you.
It did match my expectations. It was a lot more quieter than Singapore, which is more of a mini city, so it's very bustling and all that. But it was really nice. The nature is really nice, and I like that about this place.
I think my traveling experience is affected by the fact that Blacksburg is not well connected to like an international airport. I have to go to Roanoke and then take a flight from Roanoke to an international airport, and then from there go to Madrid. So it takes me like 18, 19 hours. So it's not a good experience, I would say.
It's about a 17-hour flight and then another 7 hours after you land at San Francisco. So it's pretty long, but I've gotten used to it.
Since coming to Tech, have you been adjusting to the cultural differences? Have you felt homesick or how do you handle that?
I have felt homesick. I felt homesick in my first semester when I came here because I missed the food in Singapore. It's kind of known for being like a cultural hotspot with a lot of different things, and it's very convenient to get them. It's pretty difficult to get in Blacksburg, but I've been adjusting. There's a lot of other Asian stuff to get here, so
I think I've adapted pretty well. It's not that far from the Spanish culture, I would say. The last year and a half, I've only felt homesick once. I just talk to my friends or give a call to my parents, give a call to my sisters.
I felt pretty supported by the international community because the Cranwell International Center organizes a lot of different activities for international students to get together. So it's comforting to know that other students are going through the same thing.
I think the international community really helps because they're like in your same situation. And thankfully, I've got to meet a lot of them from Belgium, from Latin America. The community is pretty strong in Virginia Tech, and that really helps.
Virginia Tech's Council of International Student Organizations, CISO, established in 1987, plays a vital role in bridging the university's academic and cultural programs with its international community. CISO collaborates with the Cranwell International Center to oversee all international student organizations, acting as a liaison between the university administration, campus groups, international student bodies, and the Blacksburg community. The Cranwell International Center provides services and programs to enhance global competency and strengthen Virginia Tech's global connections. In addition to these services, Kang and Anita have made friends and found a home in various other organizations during their first few years at VT.
I'm part of the Society of Women Engineers in Virginia Tech, and that community has been pretty great, very awesome. A lot of females in the engineering field, so it's easy for me to make conversation, and that helps a lot. And they're very welcoming. We have a lot of activities to do, so it's pretty fun.
My first year, I was in an LLC, the engineering LLC. The first few weeks, I've met a lot of people that were also engineers, which helped. And then from there on, I participated in a design team for aerospace engineer, and that way I met some aerospace friends. I speak Spanish, so I met a lot of people that spoke Spanish.
Making friends with international students and encouraging diversity at Virginia Tech benefits the campus community by fostering cultural exchange, empathy, and a broader spectrum of perspectives. These connections give students a deeper understanding of cultural peculiarities and global issues while also better preparing them for careers in a linked world. Diversity enhances creativity and problem-solving abilities and promotes innovation in social and academic contexts by uniting people with diverse viewpoints. By taking advantage of these opportunities, Virginia Tech creates a welcoming environment where every student feels valued, strengthening and enlivening the community for everyone.
What effects has being an international student had on your development, both academically and personally?
I would say academically, being an international student, apart from like growing up in an Asian environment, which the education system is a bit more rigorous, everybody's more supportive, where they also want you to succeed if they want to succeed and they're not just focused on themselves.
I wouldn't say I struggle. I would say that the US education system is easier than the Spanish education system. So in that matter, I feel like it's easier.
Academically and personally, I've grown quite a lot in like helping others and understanding the perspectives that other students bring, because when you grow up in the environment that everybody else has grown up in, you don't really get to see that difference.
I think academically, having to learn everything in English helps. Not Virginia Tech specifically, but I would say going abroad by yourself, spending long times away from home really makes you grow personally.
For learning styles, it was more beneficial here actually, because I'm a visual learner and a lot of teachers here, they bring in a lot of experiments and examples to show in class, which I didn't really have the opportunity to see in Singapore. So it has helped me better to learn here.
Kang and Anita have adjusted well to life at Virginia Tech through involvement in organizations, international events, and academic clubs that VT has to offer. As we delve deeper into the experiences of international students at Virginia Tech, we pose an important question. What guidance can they offer to potential international students considering a Virginia Tech education?
I would advise them not to be worried about going into a new place and stepping out of their comfort zone to be in a country they're not familiar with, just because so many other students are going through the same thing, and you won't have to feel alone because there's always a community that you can find and fit into.
I would encourage them to just talk to people. Like everybody's really friendly. Everybody's like proud of their school, and that's what makes us all be here. So like not be scared.
College is a time for personal and academic growth, offering countless opportunities to explore new interests, develop skills, and build lifelong friendships. Kang and Anita share how they have grown since coming to VT.
I think Virginia Tech focuses a lot on interdisciplinary learning. So they focus a lot on innovation and sustainability and making sure you go for all your pathway classes, which are like the arts and things that you might not usually do, which I think helps broaden your perspective and it has made me learn a lot more things that I wasn't aware of, especially in a world which is like constantly developing. It's pretty useful to know about.
Virginia Tech specifically, I don't know how it's in the other colleges or in other countries, but I would say that Virginia Tech prepared me in a like professional, like teaching me how to get an internship, teaching me how to do my resume, how to go to an interview and then talk to the interviewer professionally, wearing this type of suit, whatever. I think in that way they really helped me.
I will be going back to Singapore because I work in the military there. So I will be going back to serve for about 4 years. But after that, I don't know where I would be. So
I'm an aerospace engineering student, so many of the jobs that are offered in the US require the clearance, so either green card or nationality. So I don't know where am I going to end up in the whatever amount of years. So if I cannot stay in the US for whatever reason, I envision myself in Europe, in one of the European countries, working probably for Airbus.
We've seen firsthand the challenges international students face, their perseverance, and the diversity they provide to our campus community. It is clear from their observations that fostering inclusivity and diversity is essential to creating a vibrant, globally connected learning environment. Virginia Tech's appreciation of other cultures, nationalities, and points of view fosters an environment where everyone can grow and thrive, improving the academic and social experiences of all students. In embracing these values, Virginia Tech not only enriches the lives of its students, but also strengthens its position as a leader in global education.